To my brothers and sisters, wherever dispersed. Over the last several months, I've been devoting my time and attention to reading the sermons of the late Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr. I've found them not only poignant, faithful, and filled with the Spirit, but timely, and perhaps even timeless. They've been of great benefit to me, both in my faith and my understanding of my duty to my fellow human beings. Hearing, through his writing, the whole Dr. King, rather than just the cherry-picked quotations which so often circulate, especially around this time of year, has been eye-opening. Perhaps the most eye-opening facet of my reading has been the realization that so few of my fellow Americans are familiar with Dr. King's entire message. What follows is a reading of 15 of Dr. King's sermons, as compiled in the book The Strength to Love, available through Fortress Press. These are true-to-form sermons, delivered to his congregation in Montgomery, Alabama, around the time of the Montgomery bus protests. Herein we find Dr. King in his element, as pastor, preacher, and prophet. These are not speeches given at political rallies. They do not shrink away from God talk, nor Christ talk. It is my belief that the messages contained herein offer wisdom for everyone, in all walks of life. However, if you are one who cannot abide theological content, you may do well to look elsewhere. In my reading of Dr. King, it has become clear that there is no one side, no ideology, no political party with whom he agrees without reservation. In the true spirit of Christ, Dr. King reminds us that no man-made philosophy nor school of thought holds the key to ultimate truth. No matter who you are, Dr. King has something to say to you. If you come away from the hearing of these sermons feeling self-satisfied or self-righteous, you haven't listened closely enough. If you come away feeling that Dr. King has rhetorically destroyed those with whom you disagree while categorically defending your own paradigm, perhaps you should listen again. I intend to read the sermons as compiled in this book cover to cover, beginning a new video with each sermon. The videos should be navigable via a YouTube playlist. In order to maintain objectivity and faithfulness to the original material, I will endeavor to keep editorials to a minimum, and will preface any personal comments as such before offering them. For the further sake of faithfulness to the material, Dr. King's words will be read as they were originally delivered, word for word. This includes reference to Dr. King's fellow black men and women as Negro or Negroes, which was the preferred nomenclature of his time. There is one word which I will omit, a very unfortunate 6-letter slur, unfortunately still in use today, which is used very sparingly by Dr. King, and only ever in quotation. Some of the references made herein, being over 50 years old, are somewhat dated. Others are unfortunately still very apt. Try to bear in mind the historical setting in which Dr. King was speaking, but also listen to what he has to say to us in the early 21st century. If I had the ability to cause the world to sit and read one book, Scripture excluded, this would certainly be in contention. However, as the world moves generally away from the printed word and into the realm of digital online content, I am content to offer Dr. King a platform to which he did not have access during his lifetime. With all that said, I hope you enjoy the hearing of these wonderful sermons as much as I've enjoyed reading them. I hope that Dr. King's words will enrich your lives and inspire you to a higher standard of living.